So our door has been giving us problems for quite a while. Not really problems, but it's just getting hard to open. And by hard to open, I mean when we open it from the outside, we have to, we have to like stand like over here. Oh, see that? It's alcohol abuse. So, we have to stand over here and we have to pull the thing all the way out, and it's right at the end of the throw. We have to pull it just a certain way. So all that is to say that it needs to be adjusted. And I've been putting it off and putting it off. We're at Hill Air Force Base in Utah, and it was supposed to rain today. We're going to go out for a ride with Steve, but the rain would have intercepted us at a couple different spots, so we opted not to go for the ride, and instead I've just been doing some maintenance on the rig. And one big thing pressing on my mind is this door, because eventually we're going to get locked out. So I figured it was time to figure it out, because if you own a rig, either you better have deep pockets or you better be able to figure stuff out. So that's what today was. Today was figuring it out. So I wasn't going to do a video, but I'm just getting ready to put this thing back together, so I figured I'd walk you guys through just a quick overview of what you have to do. It's not really difficult, but it is kind of a pain in the ass. So there's two throws. There's one up here, and there's one down here. So when you pull your handle, either inside or outside, it opens up both latches. So close it. Close that one. When you pull your handle, it should open up. So I've already adjusted them. So they both open up at the same time and with very low pressure, but they won't open up when it's locked. And you can adjust it so it won't even lock. So I'm just going to walk you through this real quick. Might get some professional help. Honey, can you come help me for 2 seconds? And this is my supervisor. She hasn't seen the door yet, so if you hear some cuss words, don't mind it. Alright, so to do the top, you have to take off this frame only about halfway. Take off the screws from about here all the way up to about here. This frame will pull out. When the frame pulls out, you have the vinyl, and then there's a hard piece of plastic behind it. I'll show you that. Well, it's right here. So it's this hard piece of plastic. So you have to get that hard piece of plastic and this vinyl from behind this jamb. This jamb is held on with some screws right here. So you take out all these screws, and with this up here, you'll be able to pull this plastic out. You can bend it like this, and you have to pop it out so you can access the tension rod, which is right back here. So you don't really have to mess with this. You can take the screws out, and you can get back in there. So to get to this one, you have to take out these screws again. Get ready for some curse words. And then when you take out those screws, you have to pull. This is one solid piece from here all the way around. You have to come to the front. Here come the curse words. And you take your razor blade and you start up about here, and you cut your silicone. There's a silicone bead right here. Just cut it all the way down. and then you have to pull this away from your door. It sucks, but you gotta do it. Okay, so we'll go back over here. So when you get that pulled out like this, you can finagle this hard piece of plastic and the vinyl. You can pop it out. You have to pop it out from underneath there too. Okay, so what you have to access is this right here. This right here is your tension nut. This is your pull rod. So when you pull your door handle, which I'll pull, it lifts it up. It only lifts it up a little bit. Okay. So this, I think this rod lengthens over several years, and it becomes loose. So when you pull your handle, it's all the way out the end of the throw, and you really have to work it to open up your door. Eventually, you're going to get locked out. So get this done. So when you pull this out and you adjust the nut on the tension, what you want to do is you're going to close your latch. It's a 7/16. Take a pair of needle nose vice grips and hold your bar. Hold the bar up here just so it doesn't turn. Okay, so you heard that unlatch. Okay, you hold it so it doesn't turn. So this is already adjusted. So what you want to do, get your wrench in here and just turn it. I'm only going to have to turn it just a little bit, and you're going to hear it pop. So that right there is too tight. So what I did, I just adjusted it up to where it actually unlocked without pulling the handle. So when you do that, turn your nut back a half a turn. Just about a half a turn. Let that go. Close your latch. You close your latch up here, and you pull your handle. Adjust that one first, get that one done, and then make your final adjustments down here. Okay, so adjust that, put it all back together, then you can work on the ground down here. So what you want to do when you pull the handle, that's just your normal play. But right where the tension starts, right here, should just be just a little bit of pressure, just like that. So before, we were having to pull this thing way out here and then give it a tug. Now, you heard both of the latches let go at the same time. That's what you want. Like I said, do this one first. Get this one adjusted to where it unlocks. When you turn the nut, turn it back a half a turn, and then make your final adjustments. If this one unlatches first, it's too tight. So loosen it up just like an eighth of a turn. If that one lets go first, then this one down here is too loose. So you need to tighten this one up just a hair. So you should be able to get them to where they both unlatch at the same time. And that's what you're looking for. So now to put this thing back together, I got some Sil Glide. Oh, I need it down here, but for down here, just some Sil Glide. Get it at Napa. Just coat the outside here with it, just a very, very little bit, and that'll help the vinyl stick back in. Then you're going to put this back in, push this on, maybe put a bead of silicone behind it first. If you don't do that, do it after. One of the two. Then put your screws back in. You have to take all this apart. It's just 6 screws. Take off your faceplate for your cover. There's 2 screws and it just slides out. Take off your deadbolt. It's 2 screws. I put it back on so I can use the deadbolt in case we have to go somewhere. So take this off, take off this plate, put it right here. This is the striker for, it's actually the catch fit screen door. Take that off. And then when you put it back together, just do the opposite. So don't get locked out. Get your door adjusted. Do it yourself. You save a lot of money. Or if you don't want to do it yourself, pay somebody to do it. It's quick, it's easy. That's going to save you a lot of hassle. So this is what your door should look like when you close it. So before, we used to have to come over here and pull this all the way out. And it had to be like standing over here at this angle, and then get it way out here and give it a boop. That was a boop right at the very end of the throw in order to get the door to open. So, which that's nothing but trouble. So, this is it now after it's adjusted. I can do it out here. Ready? Watch this. Pinky time. That's what you want. So, you don't want to get locked out, so get your door adjusted. Before you do get locked out. Later.